Chapter 34 Last Skill Card Torrential Storm of Rose Flowers. Reward? Lin Xiu was stunned, but he quickly regained himself. He was aware that students that were promoted to the top 100 were awarded a silver skill card. The victory in the martial arts battle meant that Lin Xiu had successfully replaced Tang Tian and become a top 100 in the academy. He looked at the skill card in the box and subconsciously picked it up. The skill card was as thin as a poker card but felt extremely tough. It was made out of an extremely unique material. The entire card was silver with engravings on the surface. Silver skill. Torrential storm of rose flowers. Lin Xiu saw the card and exclaimed in surprise. This was an extremely precious peer skill card and was classified as an uncommon skill card. That's right. This is Torrential Storm of Rose Flowers. Loli nodded his head. Very few people in the academy took the spear. Adding that Tang Mobai had broken the rules and saved Tang Tian from the martial arts battle, Loli fought and won this silver skill card for Lin Xiu. Of course, Loli knew that Mr. Ye had helped from the shadows. For some reason, Mr. Ye seemed to favor Lin Xiu. This caused Loli to be baffled. One had to know that Mr. Ye was a special existence in the academy. Torrential Storm of Rose Flowers was created by the renowned spear Grandmaster Bailey Ro. He is able to unleash 100 spear strikes in a second, and this made the skill famous. Although it is a silver rank skill, it will not lose to any other skills if you are able to unleash all of its strength, Loli added. 100 spear strikes in a second? This made cold perspiration trickle down Lin Xiu's back. Such an attack left no time for enemies to react, and their bodies would be pierced with holes already. Lin Xiu rejoiced when he looked at the silver skill card. He considered this a blessing hidden in the midst of calamity. This is the last Torrential Storm of Rose Flowers skill card. After learning this, the world will no longer have this card anymore. Loli sighed. Spear Grandmaster Bailey Ro had left behind many Torrential Storm of Rose Flowers cards, but very few were successful in learning it. And aside from the condition of being a rank 6 warrior, one had to be a great success with the skill in order to create a skill card. Every card creation would exhaust the warrior's mental power and thus the limited number of high-rank skill cards. So, this is the last skill card? Lin Xiu looked at the figure holding onto a spear on the silver card. Although he was unable to make out the face, he was able to sense a powerful aura from the man. Rest easy, Teacher Lo. I will definitely learn this. Lin Xiu clenched his fists and replied. A silver skill card required the rank of an official warrior before one could attempt to learn. Before that, he had to keep this card well. According to Loli, the Jinyao city soldiers would board a plane and fly to Guangming Fort in the north in 2 days and engage in the annual extermination of mutated monsters that arose from the contamination. At the same time, in the Tang family, Dad, you have to take revenge for us, Tang Ping roared with a sinister expression on his face. Somehow, the news of him provoking Lin Xiu and getting his arm broken had spread throughout his school. He was a genius in junior third that was about to become a quasi-warrior, but he actually lost to the trash of Jinyao Academy. But the more terrifying fact was that his own brother, Tang Tian, who was a top 100 ranker in the Jinyao Academy, had lost to him as well and was in a vegetative state, unable to move one bit. His eyes and gazed at the ceiling without any energy or life in them. "Shut up!" Tang Mubai glared at Tang Ping with an ashen expression. "Tang Ping, you wanted to kill him but got your hand broken. Your brother wanted to kill him but got beaten to this extent. Why aren't you reflecting on it? Our Tang family's face has been completely ruined by the two of you." All of Tang Mubai's suppressed rage and anger erupted at this moment. Tang Ping trembled from Tang Mubai's roar, and fear appeared in his eyes. "All right, Mubai, you need to give the kids the chance to grow." A woman from the side glanced at Tang Mubai and spoke up. "Your motherly love brought us failures." Tang Mubai snorted. He had already gone against the rules when he saved Tang Tian during the martial arts battle. If he made a move and killed Lin Xiu, the Tang family's name would be thoroughly finished. "But don't worry, I already found the higher-ups of the academy. In the name of punishment, he is arranged to go to Guangming Fort to help with the cleanup there," Tang Mubai said coldly. The number of people who returned alive could be counted on the fingers of one hand, much less any ordinary student. Upon thinking about this, Tang Mubai's gaze became extremely cold. "Really?" Tang Ping became happy. It was the truth. Lin Xiu was done for. Tang Mubai nodded his head. Both of his sons were in such a state because of Lin Xiu, and everyone outside were gossiping about how the Tang family's sons had lost to a trash. It was simply a slap in the face. "I want to kill him personally." Tang Tian suddenly spoke up while lying in bed. "Your physique is much worse than before. After consuming the forbidden medicine, you think you can beat him?" Tang Mubai was not surprised when he heard his son speak, but retorted coldly. He had high expectation for Tang Tian, but who would have thought that he would actually consume a forbidden medicine? Even if his aptitude was extremely good, he could no longer become a rank 6 or above warrior. Upon thinking about this, Tang Mubai sighed. "I want to go to the path of death," Tang Tian said slowly while staring at the ceiling. "Path of death?" Tang Ping was stunned. He seemed to have heard of that name before. "Tianer, don't be foolish. You'll die if you go there." Tang Tian's mother, Jiang Qie, immediately warned. "Shut up!" Tang Tian roared and scared her. "That damned bastard actually dared to turn my son like this." Jiang Qie muttered to herself as she clenched her teeth. In her eyes, her son had always been obedient, and it was because of Lin Xiu that he turned out this way. "You really want to go?" Tang Mubai revealed a hint of joy. Warriors that returned from tempering themselves in the path of death all grew exponentially. The dangers within the path of death forced all their strength out and could not be overlooked. That was if one could return alive. "I'm sure." Tang Tian's eyes were cold as he nodded his head.